Welcome to a Pokemon news, guys. I'm currently in the process of updating my studio. You can see some things on the back, but we're actually going to be making it look really cool. I got new microphones and all this sort of stuff coming too. A lot of improvements to come very soon, guys, but for now we're going to tank through it with news that we're getting. It looks like one improvement that we're not getting is Nintendo Switch. Okay, so they did release some information about a new model and we'll talk about that, but there was something very intriguing Pokemon related in those trailers. We're gonna have a look at some comparisons, some changes they've made to BDSP's graphics, okay? We're gonna definitely look at that closely, and I'm gonna be able to show you exact changes that they actually made. We're also gonna talk about the next week's giveaway. There's a lot of things, a lot of people are looking for that as well. So let's get to it. First off, of course, is this video right here. This one is this week's giveaway. If anyone is interested, anyone's new to the channel, go check out this video if you want to get your hands on past real event Pokemon from Pokemon's distributions for these three shinies, the X, Y, and Z, Zygarde, Yveltal, Xerneas, okay? So go get those, guys. This will be lasting until Friday. You are all able to get them 24/7, anytime that's available for you, and it's always from Sunday to Friday. Next Sunday, we're going to be starting with a new giveaway. That giveaway is this highly requested Kyogre shiny from the 2015, I think 2018 Japan event. Now only available in shiny, guys, in Japan. So we're going to be doing this Japanese, this one right here with all the details here. It has no held items, so I'll be able to put some items on it too. And we're also going to be doing the Kyogre as well. It's going to be the Japan one with Drought here. Got these, they all got this wishing ribbon too. Or is it the classic ribbon? I'm not sure, my thing is in the way. I think that's a classic ribbon actually, so they all have those as well. And these are the moves right there. But as for the shiny Rayquaza, we will be doing that one in English. This is a different event, 2015 shiny Rayquaza event in America. We'll be doing that because we are able to do it in English, and I know you guys prefer them in English if you can get them. As for the other two, guys, the only availability for shinies are Japan. So if you guys want to get your hands on all three of these, the whole set, drop a little sub there, and like the video if you like what's coming as well. Now let's talk about that Nintendo reveal for the old OLED Switch model, which is lacking a lot of things that we were hoping for in the new improved Switch. A lot of people were coming out with news and rumors and all this sort of stuff about this coming very soon, and finally we have it, okay? And it shows us it in action. It's maybe, you know, it's possible sometimes that this actual footage is post-edited onto the Switch, which I hate to say it, is true. It happens. They did that with the Pokemon Unite mobile phone display. But now we're watching some games being played which are only showing footage from the trailers. So honestly, this is not gameplay footage, but we do get some images of Pokemon here, and there's quite a few changes to look at here. Whether it's pre-recorded footage or actual gameplay, which is not, it's not gameplay, it's just facts, okay? It shows some things that have changed in the game. What we do get is a wider screen, 7 inches. That was predicted by our previous leaks, and I'll show you what those leaks were, and I'll show you what's not coming. We also, like, this is not gameplay, it's video footage, which I think is funny. We have enhanced audio, which I think is worthless, since I always play on the dock, guys. There's absolutely no reason to get this if you've been satisfied with playing your Switch on the dock, or if you've been satisfied with handheld as the way it is as well. If you use headphones, you know, which most people probably do, you don't need this. I don't see what the point of this was, but it's hugely scaled back from what we needed. Wired LAN port, that's something it should have had in the first place. And I mean, I got this like little extension thing, a USB extension thing, or not a USB thing, but it connects into the Switch anyway, and that allows me to use wired anyway. It's the same, it doesn't make a difference. So I already bought that, I already have that. It's cheap as hell anyway to get, so I'd say a lot of people have that if they wanted wired. These things, the things that are coming out with here did not justify a 2.5 minute trailer. It's still going. I mean, there's nothing necessary about this Switch. But that's to say that if people are new to the Switch market, okay, you can go ahead and get it yourselves. It's kind of a nice little start off, but another problem is it's £50 more, or $50 more than the actual original Switch. If you're looking to save a bit of money, and honestly, £50 is not worth the upgrades that we get in the OLED model. But Bloomberg months and months ago, guys, came out with an article listing tons of stuff. This is the real Bloomberg, right? This is like an actual mainstream media outlet. This is where all these leaks about Nintendo Pro started, and there was about 2 or 3 articles coming out of Bloomberg back then. And this one talks about what we would have been getting, and actually some things made the cut, some things did not. Okay, so here we go. This is PlayStation, Xbox, or machines beefing up their visual fidelity, speeds, and performance of the predecessors, okay, with their new gen consoles. Now Nintendo is expected to try and match them to some sort of degree, something, and they were reported to have been coming out with this, okay? We upgraded its flagship console, the Nintendo Switch, right, with a 7-inch Samsung display. Okay, we do have the 7-inch display, whether it's Samsung, we don't know, and the OLED display is what we got. Faster NVIDIA Core graphics silicone, making it capable of 4K output when docked onto a TV. We did not get this, guys. We didn't get this at all. So all we got was the OLED display and the 7-inch. That's all we got from this. Obviously, the thing that people mostly wanted was the faster performance and higher display. I mean, that was the thing that we were looking forward to. That's what people were hyped about. So a lot of people are very disappointed that we only got this tiny little upgrade. It's not even a big upgrade in the size, and the OLED, whatever difference that makes, I don't know, dude. It's not enough. But either way, guys, they scrapped this, and I don't know what they're planning with any possible upgrades to match the competition out there. It seems like a lot of people seem to argue that Nintendo doesn't really have competition because it has its unique copywritten designs for Zelda, Mario, and Pokemon and all that stuff, and that seems to be fine. That seems to be pushing it along just fine. But the problem is, as a company, it's not going to be able to rely on those things forever. People grow up, and other people change tastes when they're growing as young ages. A lot of kids are growing up with GTA instead of Mario like we did. And, you know, Nintendo needs to kind of think a little bit ahead. Try to use some of those hugely growing profits to actually invest in the competition, right? Try to match the competition to some degree. Nintendo Life also did do a quick poll as soon as the information dropped, and a lot of people rushed to answer whether or not they would be willing to buy this new Nintendo Switch OLED model. And well, it looks like overwhelmingly it was a bust. Okay, well, I don't know why Nintendo decided to release something so scaled back with no improvements to its performance and quality. I don't know, dude. I wonder if they're not going to make any sales on it or whatever. I wonder if they're going to make any sales on it, to be honest. But there's always going to be some people who will buy it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to justify the marketing campaign. Well, we'll see, and hopefully they'll see too, and maybe learn from that, and be able to release something a little stronger, that packs a little bit more of a punch in the near future rather than later. But we did get Pokemon stuff. We did get to see some new footage of the game, and we have some screenshots to look at side by side. Here we have the actual trailer on the right hand side and the new trailer video footage on the left, and we can see that again, guys. There are a couple of differences. We can see different Pokemon starting off, Bizwheel there, as opposed to the Shinx, and the different characters. Lucas are the girl one is Dawn, is it? And there we go. But let's have a closer look at what the differences are. If you were able to spot any in this video just straight off, good for you, good job. Now, we are looking at two video footages. Of course, one is being superimposed on a Nintendo Switch screen here. So they are both still video footage. Here we guys go, got a big difference here on the backpack and the angles, graphics here, okay? This is the new one. This, you can see the tree. Take a good close look at the tree here, and take a good close look at his bag as well. And the angle we can see is quite different. I know it's a little like fogged over or whatever, because apparently it's a video of a video playing on a Nintendo Switch sort of thing, and on a different type of screen too, OLED or whatever. So, but the graphical differences are noticeable. Look at this outlining of the Pokeball design right here. It's much thicker than on the old one. The old one's just a basic outcrop outlining here, just a couple of lines here, and the angle, Lucas, is tilted much more towards the in-game. Here's the tree. Compare the trees, guys. The tree's totally different. It's actually wildly different. This looks much more authentic. Totally different textures there. Different coloring too, even despite the fogging over. All this was very, very simple, which raise the question: why did they show this footage as their launch decision? It's going to change a lot. Like, look at this. There's a rock in the background with the grass sticking out. We got the old grass here, which is fine. I mean, the luminosity seems to be dimmed down, so it seems to be proper now. He's wearing a bracelet here, okay? People have been pointing out, but also There's the same bracelet, but they were wondering if he was wearing the Poketech there on the other side, on his other arm, and it looks like in the video footage he's not. Either way, guys, these are the changes we can see in one picture. In another picture, we got this one too. This is the original footage from the previous trailer, and she's not wearing anything on her wrist at all, so people were wondering about the Poketech. He's not either by the looks of it, but we can see the tree differences again. We can see the grass, the rocks here compared to here. They look a lot more simpler, a lot more cartoonish, and the coloring is quite different as well. The trees are totally different, dude. They just completely got rid of the trees, completely remade them too. You can see more detail on the rock walls maybe as well, or at least it's cleaner. You can see the cleaner detail here. And the costumes, all that, the lighting, it just looks better. It does look better. Like she has a lot of lighting on her face, makes it look very white here, very pale in comparison. He does not. It's much more toned down, which is nice, as well as the grass. It's saturation scaled right down. So a lot of different graphic improvements to be checked out in future footage. Last story of today, guys, is this. Pokemon Go released a 5th anniversary promotional poster. Currently, it's celebrating its 5th anniversary in-game, where you're able to catch some Pikachus in balloons with a little 5 balloon and stuff. It's a different one from last year. And in this poster, we do see the introduction of Alolan starters here. We got Litten right under the feet, and we have Rowlet in the air here, with a little Snorlax all the way in the back. But guys, this looks like the introduction of some new things, including the Alolan starters. It looks like we have Mega Mewtwo on the way, and Shiny Sunform Castform or whatever. So there's quite a few new things on the way. We're already getting into Gen 7, which is faster than I thought, actually, because we still got a fair bit of Gen 6 to cover. But that's cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to trying this. Usually Gen 7 starts around towards the end of summer, I believe, maybe the beginning of autumn. If my recollection is correct, they usually start a new generation starters around then, with a couple of other Pokemon from the Generation 2. So I'm looking forward to getting in on that one soon. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's Pokemon news. Drop a little licky like if you enjoyed it too, and let me know what your favorite story was. What are you anticipating the most? And will you be buying that Nintendo Switch new model? Yes or no, down below in the comments, because I'll be able to judge from my own poll, from you guys. See if you guys are interested in actually buying it yourselves. Personally, I'm not. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to see what comes next. I'm waiting for something to match the next gen consoles from Xbox and Sony. I am waiting for that. So that's what I'll buy next. As for this, not for me. I always play it in the docked anyway. There's no difference coming for me whatsoever. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys around in the next video. Till then, bye.